is great.
Don't you need a V in front of it?
You don't have to.
The Amy Plus podcast. The Amy Plus podcast.
Yeah, you
V.
could say
V.
the without saying it.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay. Cameras are rolling. First, let me check your audio.
Testing.
Go ahead.
Testing, testing. 1, 2,
That's
3.
one. Let me check the other audio. Make sure you sound amazing, amazing. Okay. How long have you been collecting purses, Amy?
Since I was a girl. No,
Since you were a girl, you're
since
still a girl.
for 12 years.
Yeah. Correct the podcast mic. Yeah, there you go. Oh, go ahead.
1, 2, 1, 2.
You're rolling, my friend.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Action.
Welcome to the Amy Plus podcast. So, this has been on my mind for a while. I've been collecting handbags for almost 15 years. And from the second that I got my very first luxury handbag, it was actually a Coach bag. But back then it was, I want to say, $450, and it was so much money back in the day. I remember going into the Coach store and picking out a large Coach tote bag, and the experience was incredible. So every lady knows what this feels like. They wrap it up so pretty, and then they gave me like the biggest Coach bag, and I walked out of that mall. I think I was at the Galleria in Houston, Texas, and I felt so proud. I was like walking down, just strutting my stuff with my big Coach bag, and it meant the world to me, and it was like just an amazing feeling that I had. Ever since then, addiction. So I love collecting handbags. One thing I'll say is I don't collect handbags so they can collect dust. Like, that's just dumb, in my opinion. I collect handbags so that I can wear them. The Kelly bag, for example, back in the day when it was created, she came out and she was like, "This bag is made to be worn every day. You should chunk it on the couch. You can drop it off the side. Just wear your bag." So that's one thing I wanted to say. Now, my experience when I very first started buying luxury handbags. So, for example, this Chanel was my very first Chanel bag that I got. For whatever reason, blue is my favorite color, so I bought blue. What I found was, though, over like the first couple of years when I would go out to eat, I wouldn't take this bag that much. There's one reason why, is because it did not match with a lot of my outfits, right? So this obviously wasn't even hand painted, but this bag sat in my closet. It was so lonely. It was creating dust. After about 7 years, I hired a lady in Laguna Beach to paint on my Chanel bag. So she put like these butterflies on it. So now I've got pinks and greens and all kinds of different colors. And now I find myself wearing this bag a lot more. And isn't this the cutest, you guys? I love it. What? Describe the bag. So the bag itself is incredible. It's the classic Chanel. So you see the inside, it's a shoulder bag, it's a great size. But if I could go back on my very first Chanel bag, I would have got a neutral color. So that's the point I'm making. If it's your first one, buy neutral, get black, get tan, get beige, you can even get white. Get a bag that you can wear daily. So I also made, oops, so I also made a little mistake with my very first Birkin bag. So this is my Birkin bag that my husband Joe got me. I was just excited to get the bag, and everyone's like, "What color are you going to get?" So I was like, "Well, I'm going to get the classic Hermes orange because everybody knows this color. It's relatable to Hermes." That's what I got. So this is my very first Birkin bag. The same thing happened. It was like just sitting on the shelf a lot. because this orange just does not go with a lot of outfits. Now that I have a bigger collection, I obviously do wear this a lot more, but if I could go back and get my very first Birkin bag, it would be black. I would have gotten a black one for sure. My second one, probably a tan or a white. But this bag is obviously amazing and I'm obsessed with it. I have a couple more examples to show you. My very first Fendi bag right here. Isn't this the cutest? Got it in San Francisco at off of Union Street, the Fendi. My husband went inside, kind of surprised me with this bag. It's so cute, but it's like a different pink. It's not really pink and it's not really red. It's kind of an in-between color. So my very first Fendi bag was a similar situation. Love the bag, love the story behind it, but I am not wearing it as much as my other bags. One, two, three. Okay, fourth example. This is a handmade bag in Italy. If you guys could feel this, the crocodile skin on here is probably the softest bag I've owned. Like literally, it's amazing. Oh, I have some extra here. Oh my gosh, I just found my phone charger. I have literally been looking for this forever. Um, I I wanted to tell you like this is the same thing. I wish I would have got a different color. It is a lovely color. It's not that it doesn't match, but I would have done the blue. Oops. Okay, so some bags that I would recommend for you for your first one. This Chanel bag is a what's called a bucket bag. It's black, it's got the gold hardware. You can fit your phone, you can fit your lipstick, all the essentials. And it goes with everything. I love this bag. I also love it in the fact that I can put it on the table when I go out to eat. I love the size of it. This is a Bodega bag, and I've had this for several years. And some people, they don't like to buy white, but I'm like, just buy it. Who cares? I have worn this so much. I went to New York Fashion Week. I was there for 5 days, and I only brought 3 handbags with me because I had so much packed. And I found myself taking this white bag with me every day because it goes with every outfit. It also is perfect size, like for anything you want to fit. So white, I wouldn't be scared of getting a white. If you're really worried about it, you can always put a scarf or a twilly around the handle, but white goes with everything. Okay, so I learned my lesson after getting my orange Birkin. So this is my very first Kelly bag, and as you can see, I wised up and I got black. This, I believe, is the 22. It's the perfect bag. Like I love it. I had a Birkin first, and some people say they like Birkin because it's easier to get in and out of. But the Kelly bag, I don't have any trouble getting in and out of. It's easy, and it's black, and it goes with everything. So I wear a lot of gold jewelry. And you guys, if you want to switch it up, like say you have a different outfit, and you're wearing like pink or whatever, like what I'm wearing right now, all you do is switch out the twillies, which I find myself doing a lot. I love buying twillies. You can get the Hermes twillies, or you can just get regular knockoffs off of Amazon, and you can add. And that's how your bag can change colors. And before we go, I want to share with you my very favorite bag, which is a gift that I got from Joe. It's a Himalayan croc. This is a very rare bag. I'm obsessed with it. He got it for our 10-year anniversary. But the color, look at the color. I can wear this with anything. I actually wore this last night because I had a pink top on. This bag is incredible. Like the Himalayan croc, obviously it comes from the Himalayas. I always add the insert on the inside, which keeps the bag from getting dirty. And then like you can have all your lipsticks and everything inside if you're worried about getting any markings on the bag. Boop.
Now, for those ladies that are like you know, managing, I would say, a budget, how can they splurge and gain that collection that you have?
Okay, got an answer. Okay, for the ladies out there that want to splurge on a nice bag, but you don't have the budget for an Hermes Kelly, a Birkin, a Chanel, this is a great option. So this is a design bag from a friend of mine who's been designing handbags for, I don't know, 20 years. And she creates these bags with exotic luxury skin. So she created this huge, obviously it looks like a Birkin. It's not a Birkin. It doesn't have like a symbol, but the skins and the quality is exceptional. Look how big, how much room you can fit. I will do an entire podcast on her, but this bag, I would probably say she would charge $3,000. And she has them in all different sizes. So you can get like a mini Himalayan that looks very similar to the Birkin that I have. And she would probably charge $1,500 for that. She's got other bags that are $600. I have a little gold bag that I wear to formal events that cost me $200. So if you want to splurge and you want the look of a Chanel or an Hermes, just send me a message. I'll hook you up with her. I can also get you a better price and a better discount. But I love the size of this, and it's also black. So it goes literally with everything. Oh, and I don't forget to tell you, my code is Amy10 if you want a little 10% discount from her, and I will send all that information. Her name is Mookie, and she's incredible. That's it, right? That's what I want to talk about.
Great. So, a couple of things. So when we're listening into auditory, like, feel free to over explain the bags. Like, when I'm, it feels like this, the color's this way, the texture's this way, because we can hear you, but it forces.
Oh, that's right, because you're not seeing me on camera. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Shit.
It's okay. It's okay. That's why I'm asking.
Did I even say the colors of these? I guess I did.
Some of them. You're like, this is orange, but I don't know what kind of orange. You could say, well, do you know that bag that so and so wore?
I don't know that.
Yeah, just in case there was something like that you had in the back of your head, you can further elaborate.
Should I have redone it? Should I do it different, knowing that?
Do you want to try?
I'm not very good at descriptive words, but I can try.
Yeah.
Maybe I can make it shorter too. Was I talking too much?
No. I think that's great. I love storytelling.
Okay.
The storytelling's great. Just being, even if you have to like, okay guys, I know you can't see any of this right here, but in front of me I have laid out some of my favorite bags. I have about 6 bags, all different colors. I'm gonna walk you through that right now. I'll do my best to describe them. Yeah.
Okay. Should I just start talking?
No. Camera's rolling. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Amy Plus podcast. So today, in front of me, I have laid out several luxury handbags. I'm going to try to do my best to describe them, but I want to give you my advice. So in front of me, I have a classic, I would say it's a navy blue Chanel clutch shoulder bag. So it's a gold hardware. It's the perfect size. But this is my very first Chanel bag that I got from my husband. And my biggest regret is I bought the navy and I should have got a neutral. So it's a great memory for me. But if you can't see this bag, what happened about 7 years after I bought the bag, I actually hired a lady in Laguna Beach to paint on my Chanel bag. So at the time, I think these cost like $5,000. I think they're more than that now, but I just didn't find myself wearing it because of the navy that didn't match my clothes. And so I took it to her and she painted butterflies all over my Chanel. And I remember my husband, I went up to him and I showed him my bag and I was like, honey, I'm going to go get this painted. And he was like, what? you can't paint on your Chanel. And he was freaked out. And I was like, just trust me, it's going to look lovely. So if you see this bag now, it is absolutely stunning. My next bag that I have in front of me is a classic, a Birkin. It's probably 25 centimeters, I believe. But if you think of the classic orange Hermes color, that is the color of this bag. So it's got the perfect handles, the perfect size inside. It fits everything. This was my first Birkin. And my husband, once again, was like, I'm going to get you a Birkin. What color do you want? And I didn't know better. And I was like, I'm getting orange because it's classic. It's like the classic Hermes, and I have to have it. Big regrets. I don't regret it now because I've collected some more since then. But if you're going to splurge on a Chanel, on a Birkin, or even whatever bag it is, I suggest get black, get tan, get white. Do not get orange or navy or these off colors until it's like your third or fourth one and you already have the neutrals. So the next one in front of me is the cutest Fendi bag. It's a shoulder, it's got a strap, a crossbody. It's probably, let's say 10 inches or so wide. It can fit on any table that you go eat. It's the cutest bag. So my husband went off of Union Street in San Francisco, and he bought me this bag. And I actually didn't know about it. And he surprised me with it. So I have the best memories. And I just love him so much for doing this. But he got me, if you could see it, it's like in between an orange and a red. And it is not the perfect color because it doesn't match any of my clothes. So that's another great example of what to buy, what to not buy. And then another example is this gorgeous Hammett bag. This is also an example of a handbag that's way more affordable, but you're getting high quality. So this bag's probably 12 inches wide, shoulder bag, crossbody. It's versatile. It's got beautiful lining, and this bag probably cost around $500, much more affordable, but it is green, you guys. It's a forest green. Lovely color, but it doesn't match with a whole lot of my outfits, although I do love it. I would say with this bag, I already own 10 other Hammett bags, so that's probably a good idea. That's a good time to get the green bag. And then I was going to give you some examples of colors of what you want to get. So my very first Bottega bag, I'm going to pull that out. It's a shoulder bag. It's probably 15 inches wide. It's got deep pockets. It's a classic Bottega, so it's kind of what they're known for, where the leathers kind of fold over each other. If you see this bag, you're like, oh yeah, that's a Bottega bag. You know what it is. Guess what color it is? This bag is white, and that's the perfect color for me. Some people don't like white because they think that it gets dirty easy, but a quick story. I went to New York Fashion Week with this bag, and I only had 3 bags with me because I shopped too much, so I didn't have a lot of room for handbags. I wore this white Bottega bag pretty much every day. Why? Because it matched with all my outfits. So that is a perfect option for one of your first bags. Okay, so real quick, my very first Kelly bag. So it's the 22, it's classic, it's got the gold hardware, and I wear this all the time. I've gotten to the point, oh, well, what color it is, you guys? It's black. It's a black Kelly bag. And my husband is even said, man, you sure are wearing that bag a lot. Why am I wearing it a lot? Well, not only is it black, but obviously it's a Kelly bag. So like, why would you not want to wear that one? Is it good? Okay. Are these in the way? Okay, and last but not least, if you could close your eyes and envision and ask yourself, what is the most exotic, amazing bag that I could ever wish to have? I would say it would be the Himalayan Crocodile Hermes Birkin, which is what I have right in front of me right now. So this bag I got on my 10-year wedding anniversary, and it's the classic Birkin. What color is it? Well, if you know Himalayan, then you know it's white. It's got a white and the beige, and each Himalayan croc is a different skin color because it's natural. It comes from a crocodile, and the crocodiles all have different versions and colors to them. So this one in particular, I would say it's more of an off-white, some cream to it, and some tans. This is the most amazing bag, not only because it's a very coveted bag, but it matches with everything once again. And I can switch it up and add different twillies to them. Currently it has a fuchsia twilly on the handles, and I often switch out the twillies depending on what I am wearing. Oh, and real quick, if you are looking for luxury handbags like this, I recommend Luxe du Jour. I've probably bought 7 bags from them. They are secondhand luxury company out of Irvine, California. I know the CEO, and everything is reputable, everything is authentic, and yes, I have a code. So if you want to use my code, they will give you, I believe it's it's $100 off anything over 2,000, which I've had several people use these codes from my recommendations, because if you're going to spend the money on a Chanel, on a Dior, or on a Hermes bag, you want to make sure they're authentic, and highly recommend them. Are you telling me the code? Oh, and my code, it's Amy plus Joe 1, and their website, Instagram handle is Luxe du Jour at Luxe du Jour. If you guys are looking for a more affordable handbag that matches everything, it's a good price, a great quality. In front of me, I have probably a 42-inch bag that is black, and it looks insanely similar to the Birkin bag. Actually, it looks even better sometimes than the Birkin bag because this is made of crocodile skin, which is really hard to find because most of the other bags are made with Togo leather. This one in particular, what this friend of mine does, she's been doing it for, I want to say 20 years, is she works with a company and she sells and makes exotic handbags. And so she'll work with you. You can pick out the color, you can pick out the size, you can pick out whether you want it to look like a Kelly, like a Birkin, like a, she has so many different handbag options, but she's affordable, you guys. With her, you can create this specific bag. She probably would charge $35,000 to $4,000. If you bought this bag from Hermes, you're probably looking at $110,000. So that's a huge difference. I have a little gold handbag from her that I use to my formal events that cost me $200, and I'm actually currently getting her to create me an emerald green bag that looks like a Kelly 22, and I think those are probably costing around no more than $2,500. So they're all over the place. And yes, I have a code with her because I am obsessed. I love promoting ladies and brands that I believe in, these are companies that I would only buy from. So that's why I reach out to them and say, hey, do you want to add a code to my followers? And the code for her is Amy10, and she's at MookieBoltonBoutique.com or at Mookie Bolton on Instagram. So that wraps it up. Essentially, the point of today's podcast is if you're getting your first luxury handbag, I suggest you go with a neutral color. And then once you've collected your own collection in your closet, then start venturing out and getting the greens and getting the blues and getting the oranges and the pinks. So I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and catch me next time. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Was that one better?
Yeah, that was better. It was better. You'll get to a comfortable level to entertain. Because as we're hearing just the descriptions of the bags,
Mhm.
I want to hear more of like, oh yeah, Joe did this, and we went here, and this was a funny story that happened here. But then you slowly come back to the bag,
Mhm.
because when I'm just hearing, like, imagine you driving in the car
Mhm.
and you hearing yourself just explaining the prices and the looks and stuff. It's like very. But if you get into it, like, oh, I know a friend that did this and she went crazy, and
Mhm.
kind of dramatize it,
Mhm.
it'd be entertaining, audibly, visually. Looks like I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is QVC.
Maybe good on YouTube.
Yeah, very good on YouTube. Correct.
Okay.
And you kind of went live on YouTube, by the way.
Stop it.
I swear.
Okay, well. He just put me live on YouTube, Kim.
He did?
He didn't tell me. It's probably good.
Yeah, I did. I wanted you to get used to it. Let's see here.
Well, there probably wasn't anybody that followed, though.
No, it's just me watching.
But it will save.
Yeah, it'll save.
Okay.
Yeah. And I wanted to see the expressions because I think you seeing yourself like in the future going, oh, okay, like that's how I am, then play on that,
Okay.
you know?
Play on it.
Last thing,